Hello everybody, my name's Ian and this is Muffer. So Muffer's just giving you a little wave and we're here today, Muffer Mouse by the way, we're here today to tell you a story for Holiday Club and we're going to tell you the story of Noah. Yes, that's right, Noah from the Bible, that's it. Okay, so we're here to tell you the story of Noah. Now, Noah lived a long time ago, before even Jesus was born. Yes, before even I was born. Yeah, it is a long time ago, you're right. But he lived a long time ago. But he was a really nice man. Yeah, he was, and he had a nice family, and God thought he was really good. And God loved to chat to Noah. Yeah. Well, sometimes God has a little chat with me as well. Does he chat to you? Yeah. Yeah, he does. Sometimes he gives you a big hug when you're feeling down, doesn't he? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so Noah was this good man who lived a long time ago. But unfortunately, the world wasn't a very nice place when Noah was alive. And God had decided that, well, that they needed to start again, really. So God said to Noah, look, I'm going to send a big flood, a really big flood, and it's going to cover all the earth. So what I want you to do, Noah, is I want you to build an ark. What's an ark? It's like a big boat, a really big boat. No, not like a little rowing boat, a really big boat. You'll hear how big it is in a minute. Okay, yeah. Okay. So he wanted him to build a big up. Now, Noah wasn't really a boat builder. That wasn't what his job was. But God had asked him to build this ark, and it was massive. Yeah, it was nearly as. I don't know whether have you ever been on a ferry from England to France? Well, it was nearly as big as one of those ferries. Yeah. We've been on a ferry, haven't we? You like that as well, didn't you? Yeah. So anyway, Noah got started on building this ark, and he built it with his whole family, with his 3 sons and his wife, and they got together, and I guess 1 or 2 people went past them and made fun of them because of what they were doing, yeah? And they probably called him, they probably thought he was a bit mad, really. But anyway, they carried on and they built this ark, and it took them quite a long time. I don't really know how long, it doesn't say, okay. A very long time, yeah, okay. Now, once Noah had finished building the ark, God said, right, now I want you and your family and your sons' wives and everybody to go on board the ark. But before you go, I want you to get 2 of each animal to come on board with you. Each animal. Yes, there were definitely frogs and cows. Probably there were meerkats. Yeah, there were 2 of every single type of animal that was around when Noah was living. All right. There were definitely mice, yes. So Noah got 2 animals of every species that was alive and all his family, and they got on board the ark. And probably people laughed because what were you doing on a big ship when there was no rain? But then the rain started. And it rained and it rained and it rained. Yeah, just like it rains around here. But it rained for 40 days. 40 days. And in that time, everything got flooded. Everywhere was underwater. It was terrible. And of course, the ark set sail on the water. And they floated and continued to float around, and they couldn't really do anything. And that lasted for over 150 days. So they've been on this ark for nearly 200 days. Yes, you're right. I bet it did smell quite a bit with all those animals. Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, I can understand why you're wiping your nose. It did smell. But anyway, um, after about 150 days, Noah began to look out and thought, well, it looks like the floods are going down a bit. So what he did was he sent out a raven, but the raven didn't come back looking like it was any dry ground. I nearly wasn't able to say that properly. Anyway, then he sent out a dove, and eventually the dove came back with an olive branch. Yeah, and that was in his beak. And so Noah knew that things were starting to live again. And therefore it was safe for them to come out of the ark. Yeah, that's good, isn't it? Yes. Yeah, so they came out of the ark and gradually they started to live again and the waters had all gone. Yeah. It's an amazing story, isn't it, about what happened? Yeah. The weather forecast isn't very good round here. No. You're just popping outside for a minute. Okay. All right. I'll see you in a minute then. Okay. So, anyway, that's the story of Noah, but it's not quite finished yet because once they'd all come out of the ark and they were all living together, God made a promise to Noah that Hello, Ribbit, what are you doing here? Muffa's gone outside. You think he's starting to build an ark. Why? Because they say it's going to rain for a few days. Well, it's not going to rain that much. Muffa's a bit worried in case he needs to build an ark, so he's just started. He's taken some of the wood that I was using to build a little house. Okay, fine. Right. Well, if he'd have stayed around, he would have heard the last bit of the story. Do you want to hear it? Okay, so anyway, what happened then was when they were all out, God said, I'm now going to make a promise to you to show you that this will never ever happen again. And do you know what he gave them? No, not sweets. He gave them the sign of a rainbow. Wow, a rainbow. The first rainbow came that day. And God said, now, whenever you see a rainbow, you will know that this will never happen again and I'll never ever destroy the world. So that's a good thing, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Because God's really a nice God, isn't he? Yes. So, anyway, that's the story of Noah and the ark. And therefore, every time we see a rainbow, we know that God promises to love us and keep us safe. And Noah and his family and all the animals repopulated the earth. And that's the story. So, I hope you enjoyed the rest of the Holiday Club and I hope you enjoyed our story. Now, shall we go and find Muffa and stop him building an ark? I think it might be a good idea, don't you? Yep, okay. Do you want to wave bye-bye to everybody? Bye. Bye. Take care. Have a nice time. Bye.